Sure.
Alrighty then. So we are going live. It's a spontaneous conversation. Let's try and launch this to Facebook. And then we're going to try and launch this to YouTube and see how we make out today.
Amen.
You know, you wake up, you get an idea, and you just run with it.
Exactly.
Okay, so this, okay.
I don't see it yet.
It's not launched yet.
Tell me when, because then I'm like, let me close my door, pardon me.
Okay, so we're going live on Facebook. We're going live on Facebook. This is sweet. Hi, everyone. We're doing a spontaneous conversation with Toya and Nicole. Victory Speaks today. And this is what you call real spontaneity. We just wanted to come on board and really engage, because yesterday we had a great conversation, Toya and myself, and we started talking a little bit about Toya's new business. It works, and people were asking about the products, and it's something that we use daily. And so definitely wanted to engage anyone who wanted to know more about it. See our lifestyle, let you into our homes. This is our basic routine daily, and we are going to take it from there. I'm just going to wait for Toya to join me. And so how are you doing, everyone out there? Hope all is well. Toya, welcome.
Hey.
I see you're ready for the day, and it's like 12:43. I started my day late today. How was your morning?
My morning's kind of off to a late start. I'm like behind having my goodness in my cup. And
Me too.
yes.
Me too. Like I woke up early. I woke up like, early this morning, 7 o'clock, did my, devotion and stuff. And I don't know what happened. I think I passed out and didn't hear the phone ring or
Word was
anything.
so strong.
And then I was like, okay, wait a second. I feel like I need to have a conversation, and said spontaneous conversation. And I said, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do this with Toya today. Toya was like, yeah, I was feeling the same thing. So here we are, both feeling a spontaneous conversation. And we're going to talk about It Works, our products that we both use that have changed our lifestyle and our health. And so hope anybody on there, if you want to say hi, if you have any questions, let us know. And we'll let you know. Right now, normally I would start my day, sometimes it depends, with a hot or cold beverage from It Works. And we're going to go into it. So let's start with how you start your day. How do you start your day, Toya? Which beverage do you use?
So to start my day, I use a product called Just Celery, and most recently I've been mixing it with Super Reds. So that's my start my day. My tummy feels balanced, get all my benefits. Like I love the Just Celery because it's really great for almost everything, without the fuss though of having to juice it.
So I'm going to keep it real, because when you say celery to your friend Nicole, I go, hold up, wait a minute, we're not doing celery. And it's the one product I know I haven't tried, but you said to me, you promised it doesn't taste like celery. And I believe you, because it's like the greens. Like I don't drink greens. I don't juice. I juice, but I don't juice kale. I don't juice spinach. I don't juice, but I do love the greens on the go. And I'm actually having that now with my my Super Reds. And I got my Super Reds right here. I brought it all out of everywhere in my house where everything is.
Yes.
I started my day off with a cool drink because it's like 12:30. And but I want you to tell people about the Super Reds, like what you find, and because it's all natural. So tell us about the Super Reds and the and you know what I put in my thing this morning too? I put my hydrate in, because you know me, I get dehydrated.
Yes.
So I put my hydrate in. So I don't even know what to call this. This
The mix that you have with
yes.
Hydrate and Super Reds, well, actually, it's really great even for people who work out, athletes.
Mm-hmm.
After workout, that's a great combination, especially if you add in our collagen.
Right.
That's amazing.
Oh, I should have added in some collagen this morning.
Yeah, so you can get your skincare going throughout the day. Sometimes I cheat and I have one extra because I like the taste. So I mix it. You know what I love about all the products is that they just have a synergy between all of them. That's what the company went for. That they all can, blend well together to give amazing results when they're used together when you have different needs, because not everybody has the same need, right? So
right. So let's talk about, because for me, I've seen so many health food products on the market, and I didn't know what to get. And you go into the health food store, you don't know what to get. You see things that are mixed. And one of the things that made me feel good about using this was your story. So let's be real. I think it's really good when we operate in truth. And it's not just like, okay, buy this because I'm selling it. I'm not that kind of girl. So
exactly.
when you mentioned the collagen just now, and if for those who didn't listen to the show yesterday, I encourage you to tune in. Skip down onto my page. You'll see it on Toya's page. It was, a really inspiring conversation. It was called Inspired Me, an inspired conversation with Toya Alexis. And Toya talked about being in a car accident and the pain that she was in. And so through time, we have talked about why did you start using a collagen, and what did it do for you?
Well, once I found out that the collagen really supports your joints and all that, and that it gives you this awesome glow, and I kind of was like, okay, let me do that, because I was still feeling the back pain immensely, but also that also contributed from not only having the car accident, but then also after I had my 3-year-old, I had another car accident where we were like,
what? I didn't know about that.
I was hit on the Don Valley. Somebody tried to hit and run me, but the mama instincts in me, my adrenaline just picked up, and I followed along enough to get their license plate and make a car, and I called the cops and they caught him. So I was happy about that. I wasn't happy about what happened to me with my 4-month-old baby in the car. And little did I know at the time, I was already pregnant again with twins. So I love it because the collagen, it also helps boost results for hair, your hair, skin, and nails, and your joints. But it's great for your heart, your brain function. It has 5 types of collagen in it, so I love that. And I love the fact that you can drink it hot or cold.
Yes, because you've drank it in tea at night, and I never even thought about that.
Yeah, and then I found out from someone else to add sleepy time, so you can actually go to sleep.
Yeah, because the collagen for me, and I guess, as I said, let's keep it real. Most people see me as, I'm an event planner, so they always see me running around. And that's one of my things that I do.
Yes.
And they don't realize sometimes I'm running around in pain because my left hip has a degenerated bone. So this has started to help me. So I was so glad when you spoke about it. I know it's not a cure, but it definitely helps.
It definitely helps your situation.
Yeah, so many people talk about collagen and collagen this, and you have to really know what collagen that you're using. And then the next thing, and I love that you mentioned the hair and nails. This is my.
Well, you know what, Nicole? Don't forget, the collagen, it has 5 grams of protein of bioavailable protein in the collagen. So it's plant-based and it's easily. Plus, you're also getting your B12 in your system as well. So that's what I love it, because you're getting not just the assistance with the joints, but you're also getting all these other amazing benefits as well.
And you know what, the B12, and if you're a female watching this, B12 is so important for women. And especially women. If you have, if you're still experiencing your menstrual cycle, B12 gives you energy. B12 is such an important vitamin.
Yeah.
And the fact that I can get it in the several products is so good for me. And you mentioned something that I'm going to be starting. So you're my testimony girl. So when I don't want to call her a guinea pig, but she's like my guinea pig. Plus Barb, Barb, if you're out there, we're saying hi, because Barb, you're also a testimony onto It Works and the products.
Very
But
nice.
I'm going to be starting the, I don't know if people can see it. It's the skin here. Yeah, because I have the worst nails ever. I have good skin, but when it comes to nail strength, but I know my skin can be better. I just turned 51. Yeah, I am 51. And
You don't look it. Hold on.
thank you, baby. And so Toya also has a testimony of what this did for her nails, but also her skin and her hair, because let's be real. Let's talk about the eyebrows, Toya. Share the story. Can you share the story? I know
Yeah,
it's on the
totally.
spot.
Well, I got sick like some years back, and due to some of the medication, and I had to have a blood transfusion, my body just kind of like shut down a little bit.
Right.
So my eyelashes were just falling out. My eyebrows were like going every which way, but staying on my face. And for me, it was like no matter what I did, like if I used mascara, it literally was taking my lashes up with it,
at the front door.
and anything I was trying to use on my brows. So when I started using hair, skin, and nails, and then especially after having the boys, I was losing hair during that.
Okay.
So the hair, skin, and nails, like what you see with the hair, skin, and nails from like 1 week to like your third week to a month, you're like, okay, game changer. Like my girlfriend Marsha, she recently started using the product, and she just had, 7 inches for hair growth.
That's amazing.
And we always never think our type of hair can grow that fast.
Yeah.
Right. So.
And for those of you just joining us, we're having a spontaneous conversation. We didn't plan this today. We had, this is Toya Alexis, for those of you who don't know. Some of you know her from Canadian Idol. Some of you just know her as a friend. Some of you know her from being an entertainer on the entertainment circuit. And we were talking about her life and what has happened on her journey. And she started telling us about the products that she uses, that she introduced me to, that has changed both our lives and the lives of people that we know and love. Yeah. And so we said, let's keep it real. Let's have a conversation. People had questions about it. And if you want to know more, be sure to send us a message. Feel free to ask a question. It's called It Works Bakari. And it works. It's so simple. And one of the things we were talking about is starting our day. And so let's reverse for a second, and we go do it back. You reverse and back. Yeah. You remember the Guyanese remember the Trinity thing.
Yes.
Okay. So in the morning, sometimes one of the things too Toya talked about in her testimony was wanting to lose weight for her health. And, especially car accident, life changes, wanting to be better and healthier, and providing balance in her body. And so now and she was a coffee drinker, right? Hopefully I'm telling the story right.
Yeah. Yes.
And wanting to find something that could serve all things. And she came up upon It Works, the Keto Coffee, and they have different flavors. And so tell us about the Keto Coffee, because normally, I'm going to slow down because I'm so excited.
I love it.
Bakari, just send me a message or Toya, and we will get you information on the product. I'm seeing your question. Yeah. And thanks for asking. And so the Keto Coffee, you tell us what it does, because I know there's like Keto Coffee. This is, I don't know, do you have the Skinny Brew here in Canada, or it's just in the US?
We don't yet. I cannot wait for my Canadian people.
Okay, so I'm jumping ahead. So let's go to the Keto Coffee. And
but it's pretty darn good. Just saying.
Yeah, so this is normally how I start my morning, with my Keto Coffee when I want something hot to drink. So I have my Keto Coffee in my pack, and all the ingredients are listed here, which is really good, and it's so natural. And there's no artificial sweeteners and stuff. Or you can also get it in a pod. And this one was the I tried the
salted caramel.
The salted caramel.
So tell us about the package.
I'm sorry, I can lend you some, but you're too far.
right?
So why did you try this keto coffee and what did it do for you?
Well, first and foremost, I am not a breakfast eater. I've never been. I just
Either me.
always forced by force from childhood. And then when I was of age to say what I wanted, it was like, I'm not having it. So I found that I was not eating all morning, but then binge eating for the rest of the day because all of a sudden, the hunger would hit and I would choose all these different things that weren't doing the necessary things that I needed it to do for my body. So when I came upon using keto coffee, and I heard about like all the uses or the benefits rather, I was like, that's so for me, especially with my Mama Twins Plus 3 life, because I needed to improve my energy. I feel fuller longer. It had the whole ability of the intermittent fasting, like elongating that for me.
Yeah.
Because I always found because once my kids go to bed and I finish cleaning up and I do everything else, then I'm finally sitting down to have a meal myself. So I was eating later. So this way I'm able to do the whole intermittent fast, but it also helps to curb my cravings for sugar and carbs because I love me some mashed potatoes. I love a baked potato. I love my rice. I mean, come on, we're Caribbean. So I love those things, but I love that with this, I start my day off right. Like once I have my Just Celery and my Super Reds, and then on my empty stomach, like 20, 30 minutes later, I'm sipping on my keto coffee. I'm actually sipping on it right now because my day got off to a little bit of a late start. But it has, the ability to keep you fuller longer. For me, we tell people 3 to 4 hours. For me, I start to feel it around the 3 hours, 15 minutes type of thing where I'm like, I gotta start going in for some food. It has MCT oil in it, grass-fed butter, coconut oil, collagen. So you're getting your day started on a
Come on now.
note. And then the extra tip is that it's a healthier coffee choice, right?
Yes.
So for all the times when you go to Tim's and Starbucks, trust me, I still have my occasional Tim's and Starbucks, but it just doesn't even taste the same on my palate. Yeah. It has this overwhelming sweet taste. And with our coffee too, there's no sugar in it. It has Himalayan sea salts in it. Right. It sharpens your focus, which I need for the amazing Royal Tribe that I have to live with on a daily. So I love that. And it has less than 100 calories in each packet. So where people are trying to save and figure out, this is a great way. And then the to boot on everything else is that we pretty much call it our fat burning coffee because it keeps your body in ketosis. It has the 9 grams of fat, so you're not breaking that fast, and your body is able to just do its thing, and therefore that's why you are losing weight while drinking this coffee as well.
So let's hit on that, losing weight while you're drinking coffee, because that's the next one. Because you were, in your testimony you shared yesterday, you talked about wanting to lose the weight. So what have you been using? Because I know you use the keto coffee, and I know you use the FX.
I do, the TFX, which is now going to be changed completely to TFX, which I just absolutely love. This, again, I love that our products are, synergized to be working hand in hand with each other. So the TFXX is a calorie booster, metabolism booster. It has no ephedrine-based anything inside of it, so there's no jittery feeling. It kind of heats you up from the inside out.
I love it.
People who use it actually tell me yo, Toya, I never was a sweater. Now I actually sweat when I work out. If I actually give myself more than a brisk walk, I'm actually sweating. So it's really good because your body's releasing, and it also, again, assists with giving you more energy, which I think we all need. And especially in this season, using the products and the combinations that I've used in 3 weeks, I was like, okay, I'm not hitting no quarantine 15 because I saw that people started calling it quarantine 15. And I was like, miss me with all that. And in 3 weeks, I lost back 13.7 pounds. So, it really does what it says it's going to do. And it's our clinically proven product that it.
I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah.
It helps you to lose 10 to 30 plus pounds over a 3-month period. So, and all of our products, I always tell people, when you use it for that 90-day period, you will see results, especially if you're drinking your water and you have cleaner choices in your eating.
So pause right there, because what people don't know is, and you shared this, Toya shared this. I'm telling you, if you didn't watch our interview last night, our inspired conversation, I have it on my page, Toya has it on hers. Toya shared that she lost weight, and her husband was totally blown away. The fact that, I mean, he's an, you may not know about her husband.
He's a former basketball player, yeah.
You know, but he is the super athlete, and he was watching his wife losing weight without exercising.
Without workouts, the shame I bring to our household.
But now we're putting exercise back into the routine.
I am, so I really can't wait.
Yeah. So she's gonna, you know, she's looking forward to wearing that stuff that makes you look really special. Yeah. Just leave it right there.
Leave it at that. Let your imagination run.
But what Toya shared was the fact that in using the Keto Coffee and using the FX, she was able to lose some weight. And the other thing that I like that Toya introduced me to, and I did it, and I know I lost the weight, and I can tell the fact that when I get back into a slouch and not taking care of my health, what has happened. I wasn't taking my greens. I was like, oh no, I need my energy back, because let's be real, we're not getting all the energy and nutrients we need sometimes in the fruits and vegetables, no matter how much we buy. With quarantine time, people have been, I'm an emotional eater. I don't know about anybody else, but I can eat emotionally. And so I had to get back on track. And so it's time for a cleanse.
Yes.
And I hate cleanses. I hate them. The reason why I hated doing a cleanse was,
why do you hate cleanses?
They tasted awful. They had you going to the washroom. You had to really schedule when you did the cleanse. And what I love about doing this cleanse with It Works was I didn't have to, it's what? White pants approved?
White pants approved, boo.
White pants approved. Because you can use the cleanse, and it's a 2-day cleanse. You're not running to the washroom all the time. It's just detoxifying your body, doing what it needs to do naturally, and helping you. So you know a lot more about the products than I do. I'm here just
You're doing pretty good, I have to say. Honestly, so I'll show you. This is our cleanse right here. This little box.
I got my cleanse.
4 bottles inside, okay?
Starting tomorrow, I'm starting my cleanse.
Girl, you're gonna feel great. It's actually, so at first I was only just doing it every other month, but I saw a drastic difference when I started my month off, every month off, with using the cleanse. It's just a bottle like this size right here, okay? It's only 118 milliliters, okay? And it has aloe vera, ginger, apple cider vinegar, lemon, green tea. It actually tastes good on its own. So all you do is shake it up, okay? Before you have your breakfast, you shake it up, pour it in a glass, add your water to it, and chug it up. And about 20 to 30 minutes later, have your breakfast. And for me, my breakfast, like I just shared with you guys, is my keto coffee. So I have it with my keto coffee. So that combination together, like, it's just so powerful. It lasts in your system for up to 5 days. So it's a 2-day cleanse. You do it 1 bottle at breakfast, 1 bottle before your dinner, and that's it for 2 days. Repeat and slay, and you got it down pat. And for, you know, on average, people lose between, 2 to 8 pounds. I've heard some amazing success stories of up to 10 pounds. Me personally, I always lose about 4 to 6 pounds. And but I'm also somebody who always deals with tummy issues. So for me, that's amazing. Okay. That I'm able to get myself to that point. But the cleanse, I even find it's very gentle on your system, which I love, you mentioned. And the fact that I have people who told me that they have, what is it called, irritable syndrome, and have used it and felt such an ease in their system.
You're kidding.
Like they can enjoy their food. Yeah.
I have a few friends with that too. So like, that's really good to know. And for those of you who are now joining us, hey Wendy, I'm just gonna say that we're having a spontaneous conversation. It wasn't planned. Toya and I were talking yesterday on our Facebook Live. and just really talking about her life and talking about her testimony. And we started talking about her business and what she's doing now, and which I am now using now to create a better, healthier lifestyle so that I can fulfill the purpose and vision that I believe that I'm called to do. And I felt my body was getting out of whack. And so these products have really helped. It's an investment because you know what? You go into a store, you buy all these things, and you just don't know what you're buying. So I just really love the fact that it's all natural. I love the company's philosophy um, of being so positive. My sister, one of my
Yes.
sisters, is doing it, and you know she's doing it also for the health benefits and loving the connectivity that we all have with each other. Um, and one of the things it also makes you do is you have to drink your water, you know,
Yes.
because I know some people start, and I mean, I'm going to keep it real. I'm not going to try and make this like this is some super magic potion. It isn't, because you're going to recognize what your body is doing, because your body needs to get in balance. Your body needs to alkalize and all those different things. And I remember when I first started the FX, I called Toya and said, Toya, I'm not sure I like this product. I feel like I'm getting constipated. She goes, Nicole, you're not drinking enough water. You're not drinking your water. And it made me sit back and recognize I really am not drinking enough water throughout the day. So it also helped me with that. And now I find I have such benefit. I find also my appetite. I'll tell you the downside of this product. You're going to laugh. You're not going to expect this. The downside of this product is I can't eat as much as I want. You know when you get a good,
That is the downside.
you get a good meal and you want more,
Yes.
but because it starts to bring your body, look, made for more. Look at you, girl. I want a t-shirt like that. Send me one.
All right.
And you know, you want to go back to the pot to have a next. I don't have it anymore. I don't have it in me to have large meals anymore. In my mind, so what I recognize, and I'm telling you guys, I'm keeping it real.
Yeah.
I love ice cream. Toya loves cheese. Okay.
Yes.
So
Okay,
you have the cheese. Oh God, Jesus. She has the cheese. So I love my ice cream, emotional eater, and I want to go have some ice cream because I know it's in the freezer. Guess what?
yeah.
I can't have as much as I want. And then sometimes I can't even have it because I no longer have the cravings as much. I realized the cravings were so much in my mind. Remember how you were talking yesterday about your headspace?
Yes.
So my mind is telling me, go have this, go have that. But by the time I get to, I'm like, no, I don't even have the appetite for it. So you realize how much is your mind plays with your food choices. So I don't know how that is for you, but yeah, that's my big downside with it works. I cannot eat as much as I like. So
I absolutely love this because you know
no
when I was
seconds,
at my biggest,
no
that
buffet
was
for me.
hard.
Yeah.
When I was at my biggest, that was the hardest thing for me, was to tell myself that I wasn't hungry, that I was just going through the motions of that. And I too was an emotional eater, have my snack drawer, like let's really keep it 100. I still have a snack, you know, drawer. My husband sometimes will roll over and be like, what you got in there? What you got in there?
Come on
but
now.
actually now it's healthier choices. I actually have my protein bar in there. Sometimes if I'm hungry and I'm like, I really shouldn't go eat anything heavy, and I'll have that with my tea. So whether it's my collagen tea or my super greens that I turn into my tea, whatever's clever at that moment. But the great thing about it is that, yes, when you are drinking your water and you're taking these products, you are going to naturally start to make healthier choices. And even when you have something that's, you know, supposedly on your you shouldn't list, we got some for that too. That's called fat fighters. And that'll attack that meal ASAP, right in your belly. And, you know, anybody want more information about that, I can give it. But that right there is like...
What is it called?
It's called Fat Fighters.
Oh, I don't have that one. I do have the...
Fat Fighters.
I did try the what is it called? The best fat fuel,
oh, isn't that yummy?
The chocolate mousse.
Yeah.
I had it the other day and I was like, yes, this is my snack. You know, for those of you who like if depending on where you're from in the Caribbean, and I mean it depends on where you are in the world, but Milo. In Africa, they call it Milo. So it's like
Oh,
you're
the
having
green
a
and
cup.
white tub, eh?
Yes, yes. So it's actually like you're having a cup of Milo, but you
Yep.
know this is good for you.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I had the other night, and was just like I had a cup of Milo, but I knew I was filling the craving, but at
Yes.
the same time, I knew I was putting something nutritious in my body. So I really liked the fat fuel. So I'm gonna try it out some more and see how that works.
You can make so many things. We have something called fat bombs where you can mix that up with some coconut oil, I believe, if I'm quoting Barb correctly. It's like half a cup of the coconut oil,
Right.
and there's like what's it called? I can't remember the name. It's just slipping my mind right now. But you can mix that bad boy up. Like I have it in my almond milk. It can be a meal replacement for you
Yeah.
too. So some people who, again,
Why,
on the go.
why buy Boost? Why buy one of those things when you know this is gonna
You know what? It tastes like a Wendy's Frosty too. If it's like in a chill form, it tastes
Yeah,
like a Wendy's
I love it.
Frosty. It has 14 grams of good fats. And again, with all of our products, it's keto friendly, vegan, non-GMO,
Yeah.
soy free, gluten free. You can't go wrong. A lot of people who tell me that they have allergies and stuff have been able to use the products because it's so clean. And those people who are on medication, it doesn't throw off their meds.
Right.
They're feeling really good about where they're at and the usage, and they're feeling the difference. Their doctors are seeing the difference. One of my favorite people, Melanie, she told me like her doctor is completely stunned by her numbers, her results,
Wow.
So I've seen diabetics change how their insulin levels have been affected throughout the day using our greens and stuff like that too. So, and for people now on the other spectrum, there's people who want to gain weight. So in tandem with trying to find fulfilling foods that aren't just greasy and whatever, they could also use the BFF and add other things as well.
Yeah, so I love that, Toya, and thank you for sharing. I know we have some people who've just joined us. I just want to say welcome, share your questions. And for some of you, you were on the conversation yesterday with Toya and myself where we were talking about Toya's life and her testimony. And out of that came what we weren't really planning to talk about was, It Works and the products that we use. We let you into a very personal part of our lives.
Yeah.
And so that's where we're going here. Somebody said they're drinking their keto coffee. We have a friend on the line. Come on now, drinking your keto coffee. They're joining you, Toya.
Hey girl, yes.
And the other thing I like, the greens on the go, it's in a packet. You could take it anywhere. Let's be real. A lot of us are, a lot of people are experiencing stress. A lot of people have meetings to go to, even though it's, COVID time. You really need to boost your immune system. And you may not be cooking as well. Some of you may be cooking, but you may not be getting all the nutrition you want. Some of us are nervous about buying fresh fruits and vegetables because you don't know who's touched stuff, So it's going to the supermarket and thinking about what can you wash, what can you, keep, what's safe. And so now this is more important for me. My super reds, my greens on the go. You can get the berry flavor. They have the chocolate flavor. The chocolate flavor is not my favorite.
Yeah.
It's
mine. I put it in my keto coffee. It tastes like skinny mocha, like a Starbucks drink.
Yeah.
But without the guilt.
And I have a different palate than my good friend Toya. Like it has like the sweeteners they use are either like monk fruit or stevia.
Yeah.
So it's all natural sweetener. So that's important for you guys to know. And
still very little bit of it, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that they still taste good.
Yeah. And if you want to know more, just send us a message. And I know we're going to be wrapping up soon because I've been keeping everybody, and it really is a spontaneous conversation. We are literally doing this as Toya's kids are taking a nap. So.
You know what? I'm glad you mentioned kids. For all the parents out there, mamas, you know how it is, trying to get in those fruits and vegetables into your children's system without being forced. I add the chocolate greens, the chocolate super greens to my children's milk, their almond milk, every single morning. And not only has it helped with them and their digestion and having an easy flow, but it also gives me the relief and, me reaching mom goals that they're getting their daily dose of fruits and vegetables, right? So I think, you know, sometimes as parents we're struggling and we're going through the fight and it's like not even necessary. Like giving them that, and you can also put it in smoothies. If your kid is a smoothie drinker, then add the berry greens.
I put it in my smoothies. I make smoothies every day because I also want to have something I can go to. So I either put, you know, I'll put the hydrate in the smoothie, I'll put the reds in the smoothie, the greens on the go. So that, see, you guys are in our business this morning. Okay, and you know what? Oh, did I bring it out?
If it's gonna help somebody, then let's share.
Do you have the other thing I'm using, and I used it, I'm on my month, is the Coffeeanza, which is for if you have stress, memory, so, but all the stuff happening, and if anybody knows my testimony, that's a whole nother story. That Coffeeanza, it is helping me.
Doesn't it work super fast?
Yeah, because, you know, and especially now when you can go into depression so easily, you can get anxious so easily, you can feel the stress. Your memory is affected with different things, and stress affects your memory. So the Coffeeanza, I love it. And one of the things, as I said, we're having our keep it real conversation. I said, okay, Toya, all these different things I'm taking the greens on the go. She goes, well, you know, you eat vegetables and you would go buy vitamins. And some of us have like 6 and 7 vitamins a day. So why wouldn't you take what you know is healthy as well? As I said, okay, how do the products interact with each other? I made sure, and I asked that question. She said, no, they have made sure that all these products are synergized and they interact with each other, so that if you're taking the Coffeeanza, if you're taking the Therma FX to lose some weight and to get your metabolism back on the go. So this is...
Coffeeanza, let me tell you. It was recommended to me by one of my teammates to use the Confianza after I suffered severe postpartum depression after having boys. Within 3 days of having it, I started to feel more mental clarity. Within the week, I was like, I just had this different kind of energy in life about myself. My clarity, I just felt more even keel. It was like, I felt my stress levels come down, and you know, it really helps to assist with your body's resistance to stress. But it also helps to reduce cortisol. So in your belly, it's also helping with that belly fat too. I didn't know that was gonna be a win-win. I kept wondering, why is my tummy getting flatter and flatter, you know, outside of wraps and things. But I'm telling you, it was a game changer for me. Within like a couple of weeks, even my husband was like, I don't know whatever you're doing or using, but keep doing that.
Did you find it helped your memory of any at all?
Yeah, because baby brain, like I said to you the other day, especially after multiples, it's like they take it off.
So if you don't know, Toya is mom of twins plus 3 and a king, her husband. Yes. So she has to keep things on the go, plus an entrepreneur. So she needs to be on top of stuff. So yeah, no, some people ask about the memory. I know it's working for me. And, you know, depending on what your life, you know, stress does things for you. And so, as I said, we're not going to say this is going to cure all your problems. You have different things that you have to do. My project here is coming from a platform of living a life of victory. And I have relaunched my podcast, Victory Speaks, doing some inspired conversations, which we started the first one last night with Toya, which was totally inspiring. And now we're having a spontaneous conversation. But it's really to help us all live a life of victory. What we're thinking, what we're putting in our minds, you know, how we're dealing with our emotions, what we're putting in our bodies, and what do you want to accomplish in life? So this is where all this is stemming from. And I had to make some intentional choices and some intentional changes in my lifestyle. And I'm recognizing that I needed help, and just keeping it real, having that, you know, people that you can be accountable to for every part of your life. And having known Toya, I've lost track of how long I've known Toya. And
I kind of figured it out last night. We probably known each other for maybe 14 or 15 years, because Lyric is now 13.
Holy guacamole, that man.
A couple years before that, yeah.
And the thing is, Toya and I had not been in contact for years, and just recently, here's the story, guys. My sister, my youngest sister, was talking to Toya about health, and they were friends, and I didn't know. And then all the time, didn't know. And they started talking about the product. I'm like, but what about me? I need to get myself on track. And now we're all doing this thing called It Works. And the other thing, oh wait, I know we're going to be wrapping up soon, but you got to talk about your face. Like I just did my illuminating facial pads. It felt so good going on my face. And I don't like to spend a lot of money on the face. I'm not gonna lie, I hate. But now I'm investing in my face. I'm 51. I gotta remember that age is gonna be happening.
I always tell people, don't
Even
just
though they say black don't crack, it can
okay?
at some point if you don't take care of it.
Some of our people be just relying on black don't crack, but if you live in hard and you enjoy water and taking care of yourself and being preventative, then you could crack. And I love it. First of all of the products have different benefits for your skin. So I love that right away. Even when we were talking about memory, the Keto Coffee helps with that too, because it helps to sharpen your focus, gives you more mental clarity. So that's why you're feeling so great in your day. But I love it. Our company recently partnered up with a doctor from the show called Botched. I think it comes on E!
Yes, I've seen that show, girl.
Yeah, and he helps to like fix what's been...
Fix the mess. Fix the mess.
Right? And his name is Dr. Nassib, and he partnered with our company to make a facial care line for us, as an awesome skincare line. And I rock with it on a daily basis. And especially for skin with melanin in it, I am a big, huge fan of the newest product, the Illuminating facial pads. It's a very thin pad. It's 60 pads inside. I make it work for me for a month because I like to use it in the morning and at night. However, if you want to stretch that bad boy, you can by just using it in your nighttime routine. It helps to take away dark circles underneath your eyes, any dark like spotting on your skin. And I tell people, you gotta not just take care of your face. Don't forget your neck. Don't forget your ears. It's all attached and we can all see it. Okay, so you rub that bad boy on, rub it across my ears, I go down my neck and down to my décolleté. Ever since I learned that word, I can't shut up about it.
What word again? What was that word?
Décolleté. It's like
décolleté. Okay.
So that's why I have such an even skin tone. Like I am loving my skin, and people who see me like.
And she's not wearing makeup, people today. She is not wearing makeup today. She put on lipstick for us, but she's not wearing makeup.
I just wanted to be a little cute. I mean, during this quarantine, you could let yourself go. I was doing pajamas, track pants. I started telling myself, show up, girl, show up.
Because you know what? At the end of the day, when you don't dress for the occasion, you feel it. So even if you're working from home, I encourage people, put on something, you know. I am so tempted to be in my sweats, but I find when I'm being my sweats, I get sluggish because sweat speaks to a different type of, it puts your body in relaxed mode.
Yeah.
So I am comfortable to stand up in this shirt to know that I have on a pair of black leggings that match the top, that I'm not wearing pink, you know, a pink legging with a yellow top. No, we're not having that. But, you know, we digress. Anyways, so if you want to know more about It Works, the products, what we're doing, for those of you at home, or you're looking for another stream of income, and we're not going to get into all that now because we really wanted to talk about lifestyle and what we're doing to change our life. But if you want to look for another source of income, this is also a great place, investment for yourself. They have a deal where you can become a loyal customer and get, if you stay a loyal customer for, I think it's 3 months, Toya.
That's a 3-month subscription.
3-month subscription makes you a loyal customer for sure, and you get a big discount on your product. So there's so many opportunities. If you want to become a distributor, you can become a distributor of the product.
And after those 3 months, you get locked into that
price point for forever. So and there's always great deals.
You earn free products.
And I love the owner of this company. So he's always very vested in it. He comes on, he talks about his health benefits for himself. Even during COVID, he has been making sure that there's lots of deals happening. We just did the deal for, I was so happy. Oh my God, I was so happy. the 3 for $100. So you got, 3 of your products that are normally whatever the price is.
$33 each. Pick 3 for $100 or
That
pick.
was amazing. You can't even get to the health food store and do that stuff. So, because, I'll be honest, like, when I thought about buying health care products and health food products, I'd always be intimidated by the price and then intimidated by all the stuff in the products. And I'm so glad that this has been kept simple. I'm so glad that I can go online and pull up the product list.
Yeah.
And if you're on medication and you want to pull up the product list, you can print it off and take it to your pharmacist. I tell anybody.
Yeah.
And I think it's always wise, no matter what product you're using, especially, anything coming into the States has to be approved by Health Canada and stuff like that.
Yes.
And they make sure everything's approved. If you're in the States, you actually have a few more products available in the States that we don't have here yet because it's still new and it's going through the process of certification for Canada. But I take
and
my
all
stuff,
the products are grown to organic standards as well.
and that's huge. So, I mean, take the product list, take it to your pharmacist. If you're on, whether you have high blood pressure, diabetes, whether you have any other complications, say, this is what I want to do. You can contact Toya and myself. We can say, okay, these are the products we suggest for you depending on what you want to do in life. Take this to your pharmacist, call your pharmacist and say, this is what I'm using. Does it interact with my medication? And you get a yes or a no. Because at the end of the day, everybody has to be safe. Everybody has to be healthy. What works for me doesn't work for Toya. What works for Toya? And then sometimes it works for all of us. So that's the great thing about it works, because it works. I don't know how he came up with that name. I think I want to interview this man one day. I so want to.
God that gave him that name, and also the fact that what I love about rocking with this company as well is that it's a faith-based company.
Okay.
And like to show the heart of the company, in the month of April, when it was the height of this season.
Right. The word you don't say, the COVID, she doesn't say COVID.
Right.
So COVID.
In my life is that as distributors, we as a whole were able to join on over 185,000 new loyal customers, because people are truly being mindful now about their health, trying to keep their immune systems boosted up.
Right.
And also like how many more thousands of people who joined up as distributors for the opportunity to work from home, because now they're realizing I don't see my kid as much as I want to see my kid, or I really don't want to work for somebody else. So this half off enrollment, like it ends at midnight tonight again. Like if anybody is truly looking for the opportunity to rock with a company like this that's faith-based, like I love going to our conferences. We start in worship. Like,
oh, come on. That's amazing.
Yeah, we start in worship. No, there's no business chatter. We have a full-fledged arena world, like worship, like, just lifting everybody up. And to be in a space with other like-minded kings and queens is amazing. And then people just going for that hustle. Some people said, I just did it for an extra $200. Some people say, I just did it for an extra $500. Whatever your goal is, you can attain it in this company and very quickly. I love it. It matches your effort.
Right.
And like I said, like that half off enrollment ends tonight, but I mean, the opportunity is still great because you get your own websites, you get 30 products right off the bat sent to you.
Okay.
You don't ever carry inventory. There's no quota. Like it is really and truly you being your own boss. And that's my favorite part, because with my Mama Twins Plus 3 life, it lends very well for me working the business when I can and still rocking out the outcome that I desire.
I feel like another spontaneous conversation may come out of this about how to be your own boss if you want to use It Works. And you know what? If we find space in the time this evening and you want to be a part of it, you're going to get Barb on. Everybody's so busy and doing stuff, but and talk about the business aspect of it. If you want to get involved and do something to boost your income has changed and you need something to enhance, you get a 2-for-1. Enhance your lifestyle, enhance your health, and enhance your finances. So it's a 3-for-1 deal kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
It's almost like pick 3.
Yeah. So you know what? Invest in yourself, invest in your health, and invest in your family. So Toya, this was a great conversation. Hopefully people liked it. I know we didn't talk about all the products because there's so many products. We didn't talk about
There's some amazing packages like our all-in pack where you can get like whole month supplies of our product, like
The
just like how
Keto
we discussed
Energy.
our the girl, yes. Now the keto energy is everything. So for people who used to like drink how many cups of coffee a day, if you need that energy boost, because that's why a lot of people do it, is they need that
Yeah.
extra caffeine kick. It's like an adult pixie stick. You just drop it on your tongue, it dissolves, and like within like 15 minutes, usually like 10 to 15 minutes, I usually feel it. And again, with it being all natural, it's
Right.
like feel the natural energy. But then even when you're coming down from whatever, it's no like you feel a crash or anything
Yeah.
like that. There's so
But,
many items. So that same thing that you just talked about, the keto energy, our wraps, our month supply of keto coffee, our super greens, our defining gel, and our collagen works that I drink at night.
yeah.
Have my skin glow from within on the outside is all in one pack. The value of that is $803 plus. Okay,
Right.
but with coming on as a 3-month subscriber, you can get it all of that for $259.
Shut the front door. I didn't even know about that deal. See?
Yeah, you can get it. So you're getting everything that you really need. So yeah, y'all, hit us up, connect.
Okay. So if you guys are interested in more about learning about It Works products, and Toya always makes time, Barb always makes time. I'm learning as I use the products myself to, we always make time, because at the end of the day, this speaks to what I said to everyone. It speaks to living a life of victory, walking a life of victory in your mind, body, soul, and spirit. So we got to just take care of ourselves, and we got to help each other. We had a spontaneous conversation. We really hope that you enjoyed it. And it's good for us, because sometimes you just have to be spontaneous in life. It's a nice day outside here in Toronto. I'm not sure what it's like there for you.
Nice in Georgia today, yeah.
So I may have to go take a walk and maybe do another spontaneous conversation with myself. But thanks for joining in. And if you need any more information on It Works, be sure to hit us up. This is Toya Alexis. Some of you to your left, some of you to your right. And I'm Nicole Waldron. And Victory Speaks is my podcast. You can find Toya at Toya Alexis on Facebook. On Twitter, it's the Toya Alexis. For me, you can find me at
same thing.
And Instagram, same thing. For me, you can find me at Victory Speaks 7 on Instagram, on Twitter. And if you're on Facebook, well, you found me. So hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe. Remember to sanitize. Remember to do your physical distancing, and do something good for yourself today. And so, Toya, before we go,
this girl,
I'm gonna make you sing, right? Sing a song. Not a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rice. Even just a quick one, just do something.
I really should just have like a song list. I think.
You should.
Because I'm always rushing downstairs before the kids could do anything crazy and be spontaneous with me. Great. Let's see.
Yesterday she sang Tomorrow. It was such a beautiful song. Thinking about tomorrow.
Oh, I haven't sang this one in a while, so hopefully I don't mess up the words.
Okay.
Okay. Why should I feel discouraged? And why should the shadows come? Why should my heart feel lonely and long for heaven and home? When Jesus is my portion, a constant friend is his eye is overspread, and I know he watches over me. Yes, his eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches over me.
Toya, thank you. His eye is on the sparrow and he's watching over you.
Yes.
I encourage you all today to have a victorious day. I encourage you to have an inspired conversation with someone in your life. Be intentional about it. Yesterday, if you didn't get a chance, on May 20th, 2020, just depending on when you're watching this podcast, it may not be yesterday, it may be a different day, but on May 20, 2020, Toya had a conversation, Finding Me Again, and we talked about her testimony since Canadian Idol, before and after, and what she's doing now. Today, we decided to have a spontaneous conversation. Glad you joined us. Hope it was beneficial to you. And if you need any information about what we're doing to enhance our health and in our lifestyles, be sure to shoot us a message. We love you. Peace out. And remember, his eye is on the sparrow. You're the sparrow. You're protected. And smile at someone today. Be intentional with your choices and make every day a great day. Take care. Bye, folks.